What is up, everybody? Welcome to the live show with Troy and Rob. We're going to do a live production update here and go right off the bat with Troy in the studio with a big update.
Wow, just like that.
Just like that. No foreplay today.
No warm-up.
No warm-up.
Or that. Okay. All right, crowd, or guys, folks, you get it right. See, that's what happens when you don't have a warm-up. We'll start off in North America. We are just about done with all of the Babymakers. We are sending out upgrade letters to the people who are moving up to the Babymaker 2s. But all of the original Babymakers, certainly for Indiegogo and the stuff that's been bought on the web, they are basically fulfilled. There's a few. We have about 25 bikes in the warehouse, so we're filling in odds and ends as people ask for things. But the reason we show it 100% is it's like 99.8 or something, and we only do whole numbers, so we're rounded up. So 100%. We're supposed to have a party for that. Oh, we got to finish Europe first.
Europe.
So yeah. Mm-hmm. So U.S. we've plowed through it, through COVID, through all the rest of that stuff, and now onward to the Babymaker 2s.
So basically, just to clarify that, in the U.S., everything that can be shipped,
Yep.
Babymaker 1, we've shipped it, right?
Yeah, with just a few odds and ends.
Some odds and ends.
Odds and ends.
And what kind of odds and ends
Like
are those?
20 bikes. 25 bikes, something like that.
Got it.
Yeah.
And then anybody else is getting an upgrade to the Babymaker 2.
Correct.
Awesome.
Yep.
Which is just around the corner, by the way.
Very exciting.
Stay tuned for that.
We'll talk about accessories. So touring packages, we have filled about 1,500 touring packages have been fulfilled. We've got another 50 that we're getting ready to ship out, but we are jamming through the remainder of the touring packages. Some were because people did some bike swaps and things like that, and we had to change the touring package. If you change from a sterling to another color or something, we have to change the touring package. But that's where we get another 50, and we're pretty much done. We do have touring kits available for purchase on the website and for immediate fulfillment. So if you didn't get a touring kit, and if you're in North America, we can fulfill those. The touring kit's pretty cool. It's a nice add-on to your bike, especially if you're in rainy or snowy parts of the country. The fenders will keep you nice and dry. So those are available. We've been sending out the extra chargers that people ordered. 400 plus chargers have shipped. We've got a few more that we're shipping out. If you ordered either a touring package or a charger and you haven't gotten a address confirmation, contact rider support. If you've already contacted rider support, you don't have to contact them again. Sometimes some things slip through the cracks. We don't want anybody unhappy about not getting their stuff. So if you have not gotten the address confirmation for your touring package or chargers, let rider support know. Lastly, well, not last, for the Babymakers, we have container 28 that's going to be going to sea soon. There's no Babymakers on there, but what there is on there are Babymaker batteries. So if you ordered an extra battery, the Babymaker batteries will be on container 28, and we can talk about that one a little bit more also. And that is pretty much the Babymaker roundup. We do have some more bikes coming. C27 is being loaded in China. That is a bunch of step-throughs, some more blades, and some more F5 Tourings, all very popular bikes. The ST2, this new step-through, has pretty much been flying out. The first shipment disappeared pretty quickly, and we've got some more coming. Highly recommend that bike. Great bike, and take a look at that one. More blades and more F5s. More importantly, F5s touring packages. Last bikes we had were only the standard F5s, so we've got a bunch of F5 touring coming on C27. We're pushing to get both of the next two containers. C27 it's been delayed a little bit. It should have sailed yesterday. It did not, from China, but should sail in the next couple days. And then C28 should be probably about a week behind it, getting those out before Chinese New Year's hits, and hopefully one more container also. We'll talk about that in 2 weeks, most likely.
Awesome.
Hawaii, we're all delivered on. Alaska, we had what happened. Alaska has rescinded delivery or FedEx has rescinded delivery in Alaska. We had one bike left to go to Alaska, and we sent it to Anchorage for distribution, and FedEx has refused to deliver that bike. Unfortunately, in Alaska, they don't run any trucks. Everything flies, and they have come down hard on e-bikes. And really, in talking with FedEx, there's not going to be any e-bikes going into Alaska. The only way we can get one up to you is if you pick it up in Anchorage at FedEx. Other than that, we cannot ship anywhere else in Alaska. Very unfortunate, but I guess that's the logistics issues you deal with in Alaska. Yeah, very, very unfortunate. We had one last customer up there, and we could not get her bike. And apologies, but unavoidable. Nothing we could do about that one.
That's terrible.
It is terrible.
Tell FedEx to get me a plane. I'll fly it.
You have a plane.
That won't fit the bike though.
No, well, okay. You should have bought a bigger plane.
You know what I was thinking though?
Plan ahead.
Have you seen those suction mounts for the top of the car?
Mm-hmm.
You could suction mount it to the top of the wing. It just might work. There's enough power to pull it off, but if that thing falls off mid-flight, that's gonna be.
It might work, and
gonna be
I
trouble.
know someone just crazy enough to maybe try it. Okay, should we plow forward?
Let's go.
Okay, good stuff happening in Europe and in UK. We've had a bunch of people pay VAT on their EU bikes. In fact, I'm getting the labels ready and the invoices ready, and we'll transfer those over to our friends at Cross Flights, and we'll have the EU bikes rolling. About 40 people have already paid their VAT for those. The UK VAT letters are going out today. It's I believe it's 39 bikes for the UK. They were delayed, and they are not to the UK yet. They should be showing up here either tomorrow or Friday. And those letters are going out. So as soon as you get your VAT letter, pay it, and we will have those shipped out from our distribution partner and out onto the carrier and get those to you. The last build, SP15, is almost complete. They are finishing up. It's 114 bikes that they're finishing up, and that is the last of their production bikes. They were waiting for some UK plugs, but other than that, they've got all of them, and they're finishing those up. Those should ship out next week. I'm targeting either Friday or Monday. We'll send out the address confirmations on those to both EU and UK, and then as soon as those bikes transfer over, another round of VAT letters, probably the end of next week thereabouts, and then we'll start delivering those. We do have about 20 to 30 bikes we have some QC issues on. We have to figure out what we're doing with that. So even though last build's going on, then we're going to go into kind of QC mode. We've had some bikes that have been set aside across the entire production, and we're going to swap out some frames on some of those, kind of do some triage on some of those bikes, figure out which ones we have frames to fix. We had to get more frames from China to repair those, and then we will be backfilling in any bikes that were missed. And there may be some offers on some swaps. We'll have to see. We have to finish that allocation, but I don't know what those 30 bikes look like just yet, because there may be some color changes and things like that based upon frame availabilities. So, but we will let you know. The touring kits and chargers, those are they're at distribution in Europe and at the UK. We got our 3PL that we were working with in Spain has kind of backed out on us. Big company, very disappointing. So we're working on that one. The fallback is that we may move all of those to UK and ship them from there, but we want to be able to not have the problems that we had with the bikes coming from there. So we'll work through that one. The UK distribution will definitely be FedEx. That's known. There's been a couple of delays in them getting our account set up, but it will be UK. We'll be doing all the FedEx distribution. We'll get those rolling. I know some people have already been paying their VAT. We had assumed that we would be done with this setup by now, and we're not. So if you paid your VAT, please be patient. Our intent was not to take VAT and not ship product. It's just stumbles that we've had. There have been we're getting a lot of reports of issues. In fact, we had some from our Spain contract manufacturer also, that they had a lot of people out because of the latest COVID. It sounds like that has kind of peaked and on its way back down, and they're getting back to full strength. So it's always something, right? Our COVID, like I said, 2 weeks to flatten the curve when we started this 2 years ago,
right?
And we're winding it up. The last question on these is going to be batteries, and that we're looking right now. We may actually fulfill the batteries directly out of China. They're in China right now, and we may fulfill those directly from China as opposed to putting them on a boat and going through the whole distribution, EU, UK type of thing, that funnel. We're making that decision right now. Lastly, Australia, New Zealand, that material, we sent out those GST letters just before Christmas. The people have been paying their GST. So, I've been talking with our partner down there, and there's not much we can do. The Australia and New Zealand are honestly kind of a mess because of COVID, the number of lockdowns and what's going on there. If you live there, you know that. We've had a couple people complain, but there's not much we can do. The warehouse has very few people in it. Again,
what's the actual status?
They're shipping stuff, but it's just extremely slow. It's the carrier. It's carrier availability. It's warehouse staff availability. Most places are running with skeleton crews, is what we're told. So that's where we're at. But if you're paying your GST, the stuff is shipping. You will get your stuff. The last thing on that is the same thing with batteries. We're looking at fulfilling those probably directly from China, and that decision will be made shortly. I have our China partner working on that to figure out what is the best solution, most economical, fastest, all the rest of it. So what works out for everybody. And so we appreciate your patience. I know Australia and New Zealand, they've been waiting. If you pay your GST, your stuff is coming. It's just that the whole pipeline down there is slow from fulfillment to carrier and all the rest of that.
Sweet.
Yep.
We thought we had it bad here for COVID, but Australia, my God, I see videos and photos of police going to people's houses saying, "We know you left your house yesterday. Yeah. You better stay inside." And it's scary. So that's what's happening. If you're there, you know it. But yeah, it's making things go really slow from the warehouse to your door. The bikes are there though. Let's see a couple questions. It was so quiet. I thought we were on the wrong channel or something. It must be people are getting their bikes. We have just a few comments today, so we'll go through those. From Arnold, send me a bike. Arnold, we would be happy to. Just go to flx.bike. You can place your order, and we will send you one. Same thing, Mr. Parent is IS. flx.bike. You can place your order, and we will send you a bike. Yep. We had a comment that's not showing here. Mr. Tony Montana 76. Yep. He said he paid his VAT immediately on 2 days ago. Yep. We received the money. He's just asking, can you confirm it and send the bike immediately? When will I get the tracking number? How long does it take for shipping to get to me? Yeah, I actually recognize that number. That's actually in the label set and invoice set that I'm working on right now. So we'll probably transmit those. The goal is today. We have some time loss. Obviously, they'll pick it up tomorrow in Europe. The bikes are already there. Then they have to get them labeled up and moved to the carrier. I would hope that by the end of the week you should have tracking numbers. They basically email those directly, and of course when we get them back, when they give us the way bills, we upload those also, and you'll get those through Indiegogo notifications. But yes, I actually do recognize your number. I was just going through it here a little bit ago. Appreciate you paying your VAT so promptly. We had a lot of people pay VAT,
and that means he's eager to get his bike. We appreciate your
Good.
patience. You waited
Yeah.
a long time. You're almost there.
He's been on most of the lives
Yes,
too.
he
So,
has.
Mr. Tony Montana, thanks for your patience. And to not get your hopes up, I would say conservatively, you should expect that by next week.
Yeah, you should.
Maybe this week.
Well, the bike, yeah. I mean, the tracking you should have hopefully this week, and then the bike, it's fairly quick delivery, so you should get that.
Awesome.
I would hope next week you should have your bike.
Hell yeah. All right, from Miss Easy Anib. Hi, Rob. Troy, I paid for my VAT today, but unfortunately I didn't provide the invoice number in the description. My invoice number is 7514. I created a ticket number 40406. Could you help me out? Easy. Troy is writing that down right now.
40406. That is our.
You might want to write down the Zendesk
that's
ticket
the
number as well.
Zendesk, okay.
So if you work with.
Okay. Yeah, actually, I saw there was like 2 of them where people did not put an invoice number on there. So yeah, there was a couple of them I was looking at and going, okay. And usually I don't have much choice. There's not enough information on there to do anything other than wait for someone to contact support. So you were all over it. So that helps me out.
Awesome. Robert K says, I was a bit surprised I received my touring package. Very exciting.
Good.
Hell yeah. Robert, hey, so stoked to hear it. They are going out. We do plan to ship everything out. Mm-hmm. It's been a big focus on bikes first, and now that we're finally finishing those, we're wrapping up the rest of it as well. Steve Davis, where can I see your bikes? Troy, why don't you answer that one?
FLX.bike.
Hell yeah. That's the best place. Go online, flx.bike.
Or our Instagram or
Uh-huh.
our YouTube channel where you've got, if you like F5s, there's a brilliant rider narrating his commute to work.
Uh-huh. Heck yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we're all over social media, flx.bike to take a look at the bikes. And there's a lot of other people that post out there also. I think the Facebook group, a lot of people post their rides there also.
Yeah. And if you happen to be blessed and live in California, blessed to pay 52% taxes, you can come in. One of the benefits of that is you can come into our showroom in San Diego and come try out a bike in person. It's free of charge, and we'll answer all your questions. So
actually, it's a good excuse to take a trip to San Diego if you're in California.
Absolutely.
We don't have, our local government doesn't have quite the COVID restrictions that some other places farther north of here have. So if you want to like go outdoors and not be wrestled to the ground, come on down and take a test ride.
Totally. And if you come in and talk business with Troy, you can call it a tax write-off. But I'm not an accountant. That is not legal advice. From Ken, when will the extra chargers be sent? Have been waiting for 1.5 years.
So Ken, I think he's in North America. I've seen his name before, but I'm not sure. If you're in the EU or UK, that's what we were talking about, the carrier thing. That's what they're waiting and ready to go. We're just trying to get a carrier. If you're in North America and you don't have your extra charger, contact rider support. We may have missed you. You may be in queue, but in North America, we definitely have the chargers. We can get them out to you immediately.
Sweet. Ken, we did just send a bunch, hundreds of them throughout the week. So it's possible yours was one of those, or that it's still to come. From Tony Fernandez Lopez Moniz. Hello, Robin Troy. I'm backer 12831. I've just received an email related to the VAT payment. On similar cases, I usually pay to the courier company when they tell me the goods are in their hands.
So that is one way to do it. We are pre-collecting it, so we do the collection submission. The carrier will not hit you up for VAT. Now, let me make a clarification here. That's if you're in the EU. Now, if you are in Switzerland or Norway, we don't have the authorization to collect and remit VAT to those countries, so the carrier does collect those. So I'm not sure where you're at. If you are in Switzerland or Norway, they will come VAT due, and you have to pay that. But if you're actually in the EU itself, again, Switzerland and Norway are not in the EU. Did you know that?
Yes.
Okay, because we've talked about it before. So yeah, if you're not in the EU, it'll come, carrier will send it VAT due. Otherwise, we collect the VAT up front, and it's all paid and out, it'll be delivered to you.
Totally. Troy, the only reason I know that is from reading emails from people saying, I'm in Switzerland and we're not part of the EU. And I'm like, what? Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so Tony asks, should I send an international transfer to the account holder, Flux Performance Limited, in Belgium? Which I believe that was probably what was on the VAT letter.
Yeah, that's on
right?
the VAT letter. That's for EU. Yeah, it's in Belgium. That's correct.
So
the letter you have is the proper information you need, and then I get the download from the bank. Again, please make sure to put your invoice number in the notes field so I can know which order it's for, and we will get it going.
Awesome.
You'll be on your bike in no time.
Sweet. So yeah, just follow the instructions on the email that you get from us. It will come from shipping@flx.bike, I believe. From Patrick Landry, you mentioned that for SP15, you'll send the confirmation address emails by the end of the week and the VAT letter soon after. What's a realistic estimate for when the bikes will be shipped to us?
You're probably about, I would say, 2 to 3 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks.
So when you get, I can't emphasize it enough. When you get your address confirmation, if it's right, you don't have to do anything. If it's wrong, don't hesitate, and don't let any time pass. Get in, put in a ticket, and get your address updated. Same thing when you get your VAT letter, pay it as immediately, and we'll get that. That helps. That's the most important thing. The worst thing that happens, and it happens not a lot, but more frequently than I care, is people don't check their address, and then they pay their VAT, and then they notice on their invoice that their address is wrong, and then I'm trying to reroute bikes that are already in transit. Tough enough in the United States, but when you have international borders in the EU, it gets really complicated. So please help me to help you, as they say in what was that movie?
Vanilla
Cruise?
Sky? No.
Wrong Tom Cruise movie.
It's the...
You forgot Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
I was
going to say Jerry Rice, but Jerry Rice is in the movie, I think. Isn't he? I don't know. Help me. Help you.
We're not doing movie trivia here because I don't think we're very good at it.
No, definitely not. Okay. From Sheldon. Still waiting a May 2021 USA order 9010205 for 19-inch Sterling Babymaker Pro uppers. Can you provide an update? I'm ready to ride.
So you need to contact rider support. You should have been contacted already. That was a bike that was oversubscribed, the Sterling uppers, and basically we were over allocated on that bike. We don't have that. So what we did. You should have, again, support should have contacted you to see if you either wanted to do a swap, or at this point it's probably looking like the Babymaker 2 upgrade. So get a ticket in, and let me write that one down, because you should have been contacted. Check your spam folders, because we did put out emails to folks who we were not going to be able to fulfill, and it seems like you're one of them.
So he would be an upgrade to a Babymaker 2,
it
correct?
Looks like it, yes.
Got it. Yeah, Sheldon, check those emails. Hopefully you'll have one from us. And if not, you can contact our support team. We've shipped basically all the Babymaker 1s that we can. And if we ran out of those before we got to your order, then you're getting an automatic upgrade to a Babymaker 2. And somebody asked a question about it, but I missed it. Where did that go? I'm going to pull that up right now. Bingo. What are this? Okay, it was Sheldon. So Sheldon, you must have got the email if you're asking about that. What are the specification differences between the Babymaker Pro and the Babymaker 2? So Sheldon, the Babymaker 2 is actually the Babymaker Pro 2. We're not doing a standard model on this one just because they only represented about 20% of our sales from the first campaign, but it's 50% of the work because we still have to build all these different SKUs of bikes. So we scrapped that. We scrapped a couple colors, and we're just focusing on the most popular stuff. And we made some improvements. So based on feedback from everybody riding the Babymaker 1, we have increased the battery capacity as much as humanly possible and make it still look like a bike and still be stealth. It's about a 40% larger battery. And the geometry is just a little bit more comfortable. So you're going to get a little bit longer of a reach, longer stem, and flat handlebars. So you don't have to choose between drop bars and bull bars. Everybody gets flat nice ergonomic grip handlebars. So it's pretty sweet. We went from 48 or 96 SKUs down to how many SKUs have we got now? 4, 8, down to 8 SKUs, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So a tremendous simplification of our offering, and what that's going to allow us to do is build them faster and ship them to you faster, because we know that's the biggest pain point from the Babymaker 1.
You won't be disappointed.
100%. Okay. From Kyle, my bracket broke for my controller. Where can I get a replacement? So Kyle, the bracket portion of the controller for the Babymaker is not replaceable. You'll need to order a new display, and you can get that on our website at flx.bike in the accessories section. It's pretty cool how you navigate that. Just plug in your model number and you'll find the components you need. You can also reach out to our support team, support@flx.bike, if you need any help locating a component or if it's just not on the site. From Ding, hi Troy, I've had my address email. Is my bike on SP14? No.
If you got an address confirmation, well, you're in Great Britain, yeah. So if you got an address confirmation, then yeah, it'd be on SP14. Assuming you just got it in the last week or so. If you got it prior to that, it may already be sitting in England, but you would have gotten a VAT letter. So the answer to that is, if you've got the address confirmation, you're on SP14. Again, we're trying to get the VAT letters for UK out this afternoon. I got Tyler working on that, and I think he's got that already finished. So those should be out. Look for your VAT letter.
Awesome. So SP14 address confirmations have sent.
Yeah.
SP15 is the final build, correct?
Yeah, right.
And those have not gone out?
No, those will go out next week.
Got it.
So what we do is I talk with our production partner in Spain on a regular basis. Every once in a while, bikes fall out for whatever reason. So we have a planned build, and we know what that is. And we pretty much want to make sure that what we're getting is actually nailed down before we start sending out address confirmations. We have an advantage in North America in that we already know what's in a container when it goes, on board in China, pretty much a month in advance. But here it's a really short turnaround in Europe between either EU or UK. So that's why you get the address confirmation so close to the VAT letters and the actual shipment.
Very cool. Robert K. was excited to receive my touring package. The only problem is I did not receive the bike.
Oh, no. Okay.
I was one of the upgrades to the Babymaker 2, which excited about with the touring package you sent fit.
So if your original bike order was for a Pro, actually, if it was for a 23-inch bike, yes, it won't matter. The touring kits for the Pro 19 and the 23, regardless, fit on the Babymaker 2.
Damn.
The only ones that won't are the standards, but there were very few standard touring kits, so you should be fine. You're just gonna have to admire your touring kit until your Babymaker 2 shows. I'm sorry, we tried not to send out touring kits to people who didn't actually get their bikes, and we tried to sort all those out, and we're going to send them out later. You apparently slipped through. We never claimed to be perfect, and you just proved that we're not. So our apologies to that. You didn't get your bike, but yes, your touring kit will fit your Babymaker 2.
Well, he's got something.
Yeah.
Sure wish he could ride the cell phone mount, though. Yeah. All right, Robert.
That's a great cell phone. The cell phone holder that we have on those bikes is just fantastic. Usually they're funky little bag plastic thing. It's got a nice little thumb screw crank to hold it. So I love that.
That's CNC'd from aluminum billet. We've really come a long way.
If you haven't seen it, it's fantastic. It is a great phone holder.
From Ken, thank you.
You're welcome.
Nitesh Hirani, hi, I'm in UK. Will you provide VAT invoice/certificate for accounts purposes?
Yeah, the VAT letter that we send you is basically a VAT invoice. It's in the form of an email, but everything is there, and it's a complete form with all the information for country of origin and all the rest of that stuff. Yes, that's the VAT email we send you will function for that purpose.
Awesome. From GoPro Einfach. Pardon my French. Hey, I'm SP14 and didn't get an email. What should I do?
First, again, check your spam folder. When you say you didn't get an email, so I'm assuming you got if you got an address confirmation, you should have gotten a VAT letter, assuming you're in the EU. But if you didn't get an address confirmation, I'm not sure how you know you're on SP14. I would go back to writer support on that and ask them just to clarify on that. Again, check your spam folders first. Unfortunately, some are better than others, but a lot of times our important emails wind up in your junk mail folder.
Sweet.
I should call it junk mail. I shouldn't call it spam. Probably not everyone knows that reference.
Oh, yeah, true. All right, from Mark Wynn. I've had no address confirmation as of yet. UK number 12522.
Okay. I'll look it up.
Troy's on it. Patrick Landry, thanks. The end of the tunnel is close. Amen. I don't know what Troy's probably gonna cry. He's not gonna know what to do with himself once we finish this thing.
We have Babymaker 2s. We have Bandits. We have We have a new Gladiator coming. Very excited. There's always something to do around here.
I'm gonna cry. I'll be lonely on these lives with nobody coming on anymore to ask me where their Babymaker is.
That's true. Well, we're gonna have to take this show on the road. That's pretty obvious.
Hell yeah. From Kenneth Lonis, will that larger capacity battery be available to retrofit the Babymaker Pro? Kenneth, unfortunately not. And the reason is we actually switched cell types for the Babymaker 2. The Babymaker 1 is using 18650 cells, which it's been the standard for a few years for electric vehicles, electric bikes. Tesla started using 21700 cells, like in the Tesla Model 3, which is a larger cell. And with that larger cell, we can get just slightly higher energy density with that. So that's more watt hours per unit volume with it. So we've switched to those cells. And because of that, the down tube is slightly larger. The battery is slightly larger in diameter than what will fit into your Babymaker Pro. So short question, made long. No, it will not fit. The battery is too large. From Ding, are all Sterling 19-inch Pro uppers being honored in the UK?
I believe so. We're going through this kind of final allocation. Like I said, we had some bikes fall out, and we're trying to make sure that we can cover them all. The goal is yes, but I can't say that definitively because we still have these QA bikes, about 30 QA bikes that we need to work through. And the Sterling is, of course, a little more complicated because there's a bunch of components it does not share with all the other bikes, and that complicates a little bit. But I believe that's the case, but I'm not going to actually know until I get through the SP15 allocation and then the additional 30 QA bikes and to make sure. So I wish I could give you an answer, but I don't want to mislead anybody and say yes to something I can't, affirm, positively. So unfortunately, that's the goal, but I don't know yet.
From Tim Ferris, I haven't been here in a while. How's it going with the Bandito? The Bandit is awesome. We actually just got a shipment of those in recently. We've made some upgrades too. So we have a model with a headlight now, headlight and tail light. That's super cool. And I think we have a slight battery increase on it as well. And those are in stock, ready for shipment right now. And the hardest part of this whole job has been keeping bikes in stock. So when it's in stock, you want to jump on that, Tim. If you're looking to get a Bandit, now's the time. They're in stock, and the team's actually out on the beach right now filming some content with one right now. It's such a fun bike. All right, from Mark Mayu. Hello, Rob and Troy. 598.1564 miles now. And I rode in some rain yesterday. Fenders worked well too. And yes, I use my phone holder every time I ride.
All right.
That's awesome. Mark, you're just racking up the miles.
That's fantastic.
Even through winter and the cold rain. Super impressive. Mark Wynn, thanks guys.
Yep.
Kenneth Lonis, got it. Emerald Citizen, how you doing? It's been a while. Emerald Citizen, he's been on basically every live.
Yep.
From the UK, I think. Hi folks, I think I'm gonna get my VAT letter. That's awesome.
I'll take a look. I think you are on the SP14 if I remember correctly.
Awesome, good memory. Sheldon, if you have an extra QA 19-inch Sterling Babymaker upper, I'm available, baby.
Okay.
From Ding, thanks Troy.
You're welcome.
Sheldon, thanks guys for the update. Emerald Citizen, hiya! You got to give him a big hiya.
Is that a hiya? I don't know. Is that a karate thing?
I think it's maybe it's a hiya, heya. What's
okay.
going on?
I didn't know if he's about to split my forehead with a karate chop or what was coming in my direction.
Where's my bike?
Yeah,
Hiya!
exactly. Hiya. Of course, if you hit me in the head, I probably won't be able to answer.
That's funny. That's all the comments we got.
That's all we got.
All right, guys. Any final questions, please fire away now. We're going to end the live a little bit early just because that's it. Everybody that had questions previously probably has their bike now, and the few people that don't are on the live.
Yeah,
so
on this one order, I'll look that up, and I'll have rider support contact you with an answer on that one, so you don't have to hang out here, and it makes it a little bit less stressful for me to have to not type these in before the live ends. But we'll have some rider support contact you on that. And stuff to look forward to coming up, right?
hell yeah.
Next time we talk to you, we should have some dates for the arrival of the new. Should I say it? New Gladiator? Should I say it?
You can say whatever you
You
want.
didn't show them the video.
Yeah.
You didn't show them the video.
Do we have a new video of it?
Yeah, we have video of the Gladiators. Remember?
Really?
We've got. Yeah, he sent it to us the other evening. Remember? I asked you about. Yeah.
I'm missing out on it.
We're trying to recruit Russell Crowe, but if he won't do it, I've been doing a lot of crunches, so we'll do it when we can. Yeah, you should. I don't want to put you on the spot, but yeah, new Gladiators coming. Fun bike. If you like a fat tire bike, this thing is. I mean, you're gonna want to ride singing "King of the Road." I mean, it is just an awesome bike. That one's coming again. We got a bunch of step throughs coming. Fantastic bike for your Valentine's Day is coming up. Maybe someone special needs an e-bike.
Yeah.
And
We've got so many containers of bikes coming. It's insane. So it's going to be a really exciting season. This will be the first season where we're like pretty good on bikes for at least a few months. I think they've been historically sold out through summer.
Yep.
So keep an eye out. The Gladiator 2, by the way, is completely redone. The Gladiator 1 was sweet. We put a whole new motor system on it. It used to be a hub motor. Now it's a mid motor. We've got hydraulic disc brakes, I believe, on the two.
I went for another ride on it the other day. That thing is. I mean,
It rips.
thing is fun. It's just like a road grader, man. You just cruising. It is. Like I said, if you like a fat tire bike, and if you have a fat tire bike and thinking about an e-bike, Gladiator 2 is awesome.
Yeah. Don't cheap out and get some rad bullshit bike. You got to get the Gladi.
Buy a good-looking bike, and that's what I mean, you look around, and we make. They're well engineered, but they're good looking bikes. Also, one other thing, I don't know if it's on. I think it's on the website, but it really hasn't been publicized. If you have a Bandit, if you have the current Bandit, again, the new one has a light. We have a light kit for the Bandit, so don't be left out. You don't. If you already have a Bandit, of course, you can always upgrade and give your old one to someone you love. But we have the light kits available, front and rear light. It actually requires a controller change, so you can't just slap any light on the Bandit and have it work with the controller. It actually comes with a controller, and it's a very nice kit. It's a good headlight, very bright, important for safety to have a tail light. So we have that available also for you.
Awesome. Okay, Tim Ferris said, I paid $47 to receive a big discount. I'll check my spam folder. By the way, still enjoying my Babymaker 1. Tim, I don't think we've collected deposits on the Bandit. Perhaps it was the Weapon or the Beast that you're talking about, the folding bike. But those, stay tuned on those. Weapon is probably going to be after our Babymaker 2 launch, which is just around the corner, if it was that one. And those are the only ones where we've collected a deposit for the VIP discount.
Hey Tim, if you're on Instagram, post something up, tag us. We love to see social media. We repost a lot of that stuff. It's always it's not just a marketing thing. It's good for us because we love seeing people post stuff on social media about their bikes. It's one of the little joy hits that we get, seeing this stuff. So if you do that for us, greatly appreciated.
Hell yeah. At FLX.bike. Emerald Citizen, yep, it's a big hi, yeah. Got a message from support. They said I was on SP14. Fantastic.
Good.
Scott Goodwin, can you repeat the features of a Babymaker 2? Scott, the Babymaker 2 has a 40% higher capacity battery than the Babymaker 1. It's spec similar to the Babymaker Pro, so it's the Babymaker Pro 2, really. It's got the belt drive, Gates carbon belt drive, 350 watt motor, up to 25 miles per hour top speed. And in terms of top speed, nothing has changed from the Babymaker 1. Some people were complaining, saying, hey, I can't hit the 28 miles per hour that you guys advertise, while a lot of other people can. So we just reduced the number that we claim to 25 based on some user feedback. It's a little bit more comfortable too for most people with a longer stem, flat bars, so there's no choice between the drop and upper bars. Everybody gets flat bars with ergonomic grips. Kenneth Lonis, no regrets. Awesome. And from Emerald Citizen, yeehaw! Our request, so hoping that it won't take too long till my baby arrives. Whoop, whoop. He's got the best sound effects in here. Sheldon, one more question. Will you guys continue to carry the Babymaker Pro battery chargers now that the Babymaker 2 is about to hit the streets? Should I go ahead and get an extra charger now? Sheldon, I think the chargers will be cross-compatible. I'm pretty sure we're using the same charging head and voltage from the 1 to the 2. Don't quote me on that, but I'm 98% sure on it. Either way, we will still continue carrying Babymaker 1 chargers if they are not compatible. Emerald Citizen, no karate here in Scotland, guys. Just pure whoops of joy.
Okay.
Finally, Emerald's been waiting a long time. It's Scotland. Okay, I got that wrong earlier. And from Tim Ferris, it was the Beast. Got you. Okay.
I own property in Scotland.
Shut up.
I do.
Man, you've been holding out?
If you actually, it came with the bottle of scotch that my sweetie bought me. If you drink,
that's awesome.
If you drink, and I'll pronounce it wrong. I think it's Lafroig.
Okay.
If you buy a bottle of Lafroig, there's a thing in there, and you go register, and they send you a little certificate that says
way.
you own this 1 square foot of Scotland.
That's funny.
So I'm looking forward to visiting my property in Scotland at some point.
Man.
I think my sweetie and I will have to take turns standing on it, but I'm really looking forward to it.
That's like the original NFT. You should bring a dollhouse with you and take some pictures.
Oh, that's a great idea. So I'm actually a Scottish landowner.
Heck yeah.
Well, let me look into the tax situation. Maybe I don't want to.
You're going to have to pay VAT on all that land you got there.
For property taxes.
Landowner. And income tax now that you're a citizen.
Well, I just want to have dual citizenship. That seems passport based upon that. Probably not.
Funny. All right. That's it for the live. Thank you everybody for coming on. And y'all are kind of like the skeleton crew here. If you haven't got your bike yet, but you've stuck with us all this way, still on the lives with us, we really, really appreciate it. I know how hard it must be when everybody else has their bikes and we're the only ones left here. We're kind of like this little community here of left behinds, but we're going to make the final bike shipments here for almost all of you over the next couple weeks. And then a few remaining orders who we just ran out of bikes for, you're getting a Babymaker too. So you're getting a better bike, and I'm super excited for y'all. All right, guys, that is it for the live. Let's get some music.
Be well.